It's basically just like an interface of this. What is the point? What is the point anymore?
Is this predatory? And the answer is, at the end of the day, yes.
So I wanted to take some time to take a look at the big three HoYoverse games: Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero. Lately, I've been seeing more and more in my comments that a bunch of you guys are frustrated with the games and are still working with them despite the flaws the game has so far. So the real question for today's video is it time to move on from HoYoverse games or not? With all the questionable decisions the company has been making, especially with the recent controversy surrounding Honkai Star Rail, I think it's time we talk about it. So when Honkai Star Rail initially came out, it started off incredibly strong. The characters were balanced, everyone had a role, and even if you skipped a banner here and there, you would usually have a decent 4-star alternative that made it easy to recommend the game for new players. But recently, things have gone downhill fast. The power creep is getting out of control, newer units completely outshine the older ones, making your past investments feel pointless, and it seems like every update, this just keeps getting worse and worse. Now, during the recent dev livestream, they did announce a couple of great changes, like finally adding a skip button, and the long-awaited Fate Stay Night collab, which looks really promising. Archer, that's going to be a free playable character. That's amazing news. But then they dropped the bombshell. So to get the free light cone from the event, you're gonna need to have 200 pulls. So if you've taken a break or didn't save, you're basically being forced to spend money or miss out on limited content that might never return. This feels extremely predatory, especially when they're dropping 3 new characters at once. Even if Archer is free, this kind of design punishes casual and returning players. And let's not forget about the global passives they introduced. It's a system where characters can provide buffs even when they're not on field. This opens the door to even more power creep and pay to win mechanics down the line, like giving crit rate buffs or anything like that. It's gotten so bad that even major content creators like Gotcha Smack have completely quit the game entirely, and honestly, it's getting harder and harder to recommend playing Honkai Star Rail. So before we start talking about Zenless Zone Zero, I just want to say a huge thank you. We've hit 500 subs on the channel. To everybody who liked, subscribed, or just watched, I really appreciate you. Let's get to 1,000 subs next. So Zenless Zone Zero had a rough start, especially with the TV UI system.
We are near the control room.
That a lot of people weren't enjoying, but thankfully the devs actively listened to the feedback and changed it accordingly. So far, the only real concern I have was the release of Miyabi, who is significantly stronger than the other characters. But to be fair, the game is much easier overall. You can still clear endgame content with 4 stars like Billy you get for free at the start of the game. So power creep isn't a major issue yet. What I really like is that the devs seem to be actively listening and improving. That gives me a bit of hope. Zenless is the only HoYoverse game I still recommend till this day. But given HoYo's track record, I'm still cautious. I'm not fully confident it will stay that way. Now, let's talk about Genshin Impact. Yes, Genshin. The biggest issue is lack of quality of life improvements. We finally got the long requested artifact loadout system and everybody was hyped. With all the competition from games like Withering Waves, it finally seemed like Genshin was trying to step things up. But instead of a smooth and useful feature, we got a clunky, half-baked system that feels like it was rushed and doesn't even deliver on what players actually asked for. Meanwhile, Withering Waves nailed this concept right out of the gate. Their Echo loadout system just works, simple, effective, and useful. HoYoverse had to do one job: copy what worked, but they couldn't even get that right. And now they're fumbling the momentum they built with Fontaine, which honestly brought a lot of players back. The region was fun, the characters were interesting, and it felt like a return to form. So when they heard that about Natlan, a region based on war, expectations were at an all-time high. But what we got was an Archon that felt out of place, a frustrating map, and quality of life features locked behind 5-star characters. It feels like a slap in the face to the community. So at this point, I'm basically done with HoYoverse games, at least for now. They've consistently disappointed me and a big chunk of the player base. Will I come back if they release something truly exciting? Sure, maybe. But now, I just don't see the point of sticking around. What do you think? Are you still enjoying HoYoverse games, or are you starting to feel the same way that I did? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care.